Alright, here we are at Manfeild for round 4 of the D1NZ Championship. Well, coming into this round we had a really good lead in the championship, and coming out of Taupo, we didn't have the finish that we wanted to have, so yes, this round really mattered to make sure, we just, didn't make the same mistakes as what we did. We got here, we got straight into practice, we've driven this car here before, and we had the car pretty much set up as we rolled it out of the trailer, and to be quite honest, I most probably was fighting against the car the whole time, because I guess we've made the car faster and faster over the last 2 years, and especially from where we started this year to what the car is now. We went 10 steps forward and we came a couple of steps backwards just to try and find that happy medium, and we also had some hot laps that we'd done for sponsors, so with the minimal track time that we had through one of these Super Sprint series rounds, it's pretty tricky, as a driver, to do that for your sponsors and to get out there and actually try and dial the car in. The team did awesome, and we made some more changes going into qualifying, and we're like, yep, this will be on the money, and we laid down a pretty good first qualifying pass and super stoked with it, and I was like, yep, that's good, we can actually better this, I know I can do better, and went to do my second qualifying pass. It was getting late in the afternoon, and just massive sunstrike on the entry point, blew me off wide, and next minute, sun's just beaming through the in-car. Post a little story on my Instagram, and you can really see how bad that sunstrike was. And this track, once you blow off the first sort of clipping point and muck something up there, you just end up being mistake after mistake. Well, not mistake, but it's just not the perfect line. And you just, it can be quite frustrating, because that you can do it mean, and when this track clicks, it really feels real awesome, so I guess that's why I love it so much. It throws something at you every time.
This is going to be an interesting one to see here. Now, Fanga has one of the biggest transitions off the sweeper, so it'll be interesting to see what Sean does. Doing a great job here, sitting up on the inside here. Look at the lock Sean had to put onto the car. Run off short there. Run out of drift there. Wow, gave it and absolutely gave it away. Fanga Dan just needing to hold it together. Sean Potros will be absolutely spewing about that.
Top 16, we come up against Sean Potros, and he's a stellar driver. We got he's always there towards the end, but he didn't qualify that great, and he had to do his top 24 battle and then come up against us, so he had a pretty tough tree to work through, and so do I, meeting him in a top 16, and it could have been anyone's day. Qualified well, so I led the first pass, and we just had the car better and better, and we could just nail what the judges wanted, and did a super clean lead run. Nicole radioed up, and she's like, yeah, no, he's made a huge mistake on that first outer clip there, and it's put him off. Had to play it pretty smooth, we're chasing the championship, we want to not do anything silly, it's top 16, we want to be in the rest of the show, so it was a pretty boring Fanga chase that didn't, just played it smooth and come out with the win, and then we moved on and battled Alex Griffin in the top 8.
So good to see Alex up here.
Well, it's a Ford versus a Nissan, both of them with Ford power plants. Fanga Dan Woolhouse and the Century batteries, Castrol New Zealand, RTR the Mustang, and the RHP Reed & Harrison Performance S15 running the 6-cylinder Barra. It's Alex Stocky Griffin.
Look at that of Alex, trying to sit right up on the inside of Fanga. They transition nicely. Alex is having a bit of an understeer moment through the center section. Fanga just cannot do anything wrong here, running a stellar lead run.
You know, he was actually driving really, really well. He beat Michael Fawley in the top 16, and who podiumed at the last event. So you know, he was making some comments earlier in the day, and he's like, yeah, we'll battle later on, Fanga, and you know, and I was like, yeah, right, sounds good, man. You know, he was amped. You know, he just said, oh, the track suited him. He was doing some good lines, and yeah, so once again went out, did a killer lead run, and felt really comfortable. And he actually did quite a good chase as well, but just lacked in his proximity a little bit, and so we just had to just keep it clean and better what he did.
And it will be a drag race into the first part of the drift.
Look at the entries that Adam Davies is doing, but look at Fanga Dan right on the door. Wow, transition so early to Fanga. How has he held this together? He's touched Adam Davies in the rear right now. What has gone on, ladies and gentlemen? Fanga Dan, how did he hold that? It's beyond me.
Adam Davies, he's always a top contender in our championship. He's had some bad luck this season, and I thought this is most probably going to be his round where he comes back and does well. So he qualified second, so he led the first pass. He did awesome around the sweeper. He stacked on the angle, and I was quite close, so it was like shutting the door. So I was like, down change, gave it a handful of throttle, and I just whipped it around on a real snappy transition on the outer clip, and I actually dove up the sort of inside of him because I had to do it quite early. And as we come through there, a little bit of left foot brake, and something happened to his car, and clutch got jammed or something like that, and I actually bumped him. And as I come around the back end of him and then drifted past him, and he coasted through to the end. So come in, and they had their 5 minutes to try and fix the car to get out, and they couldn't get it done, so which was a real bummer for them, and good for us because we got to go through to the finals and battle with Taylor James, and you know, like, he's been right behind us in the championship this year, and it was actually his first podium and his first win. He's been very consistent in the background, so it was good to meet him. You know, we've both done well here at Manfeild, and we put on an awesome show, but I just made a couple of little mistakes and pushed it too hard.
It is the 1,000 horsepower of the Nissan Silvia S14 of Tokoroa's Taylor James. In chase position will be out of Fanga Dan in the Century Batteries Castrol New Zealand CTB Performance Coyote V8 800 horsepower. It's Fanga Dan Woolhouse in the chase position.
Look at this already, Steve. Taylor James, massive entry. Fanga Dan shouldered it backwards. He's grabbed it back up. Somehow that man can turn that car backwards, and he look back up on Taylor James's door. What a lead run here by Taylor. Few mistakes there by Fanga Dan, but how did he gather that back?
Off.
And he lets it go at the last corner on the straight.
To walk away round 4 on the podium again, it was pretty awesome. Car's in one piece, we'll drive it in the trailer, we'll do some maintenance, and yeah, start prepping for the finals at Baypark. You know, me and the team, the cars, we're just in a really good place, and I guess excited to just keep going on, you know, like the next the next step or the next round, or you know, we've got some exciting things happening in the background with upgrading them to the new model, moving on for next year. We're working on new liveries already and some potential new sponsors in the background as well, so smiles all round in the FDC camp, and yeah, can't wait. We'll see you at Baypark.